Hi, Andrea.
Hi, Danny. How
How
are
are
you?
you?
I'm great. Look what I brought to the world news set today. I brought the world and the universe
Oh, and bangs.
and bangs
But you've had those for,
for about a week.
yeah. Cool. I love that backdrop.
Me too.
What are all the points of light on there that are all interconnected?
I don't know. I wonder if they're big cities.
I think they're big. I think they're big souls.
Ah,
See,
and
you're up there. I'm
mine's
over
here and yours is there.
there.
That's where
Ooh.
we'd be located on the map, I think.
Yes. Yes. Well, anyway, welcome everybody to World News. Woohoo!
And did you get new glasses, Danny?
You know, no.
Okay.
Yes and no. These are old,
Okay.
but they're not progressive. So that means I don't have to do this when I'm looking at you.
Right.
So you don't have to see up my nose. Anyway,
Darn.
world news. So today we're going to do it a little differently. We're going to mix it up. We're going to put in some US news because we're part of the world and we had a big shakeup. And so and then we had another shakeup, and then we had an announcement, and then we had another announcement, and so everything's just so in flux.
Nonstop.
It is. So we're going to start with US news, and instead of talking about the elephant in the room, let's talk about rivers. Then we can go a couple of different ways with the rivers. The Mississippi River, the mighty Mississippi, which we didn't talk about, is drying up. So all the barges that go up and down, all the produce that travels up and down the river, which is I was going to say a ton, but it's more than a ton. It's like the barges have to only be carrying a half a load because the river is so shallow. It's nuts. The Mississippi is drying up. And so I'm just mentioning that, that's I don't even know why. But let's look at, in California, US regulators approved a plan Thursday to demolish 4 dams on the Klamath River. This is going to restore, the Klamath River is a huge salmon river, and PG&E dammed them up many years ago for hydroelectric power. And when our nation was just damn it all, when our nation was damn it all, and they were just doing all these dams, right? They weren't looking at any of the environmental stuff. So the question I want to ask is on twofold. Will this actually happen? It looked like it passed the last hurdle, even though there are some people that are against it, especially the people who have homes on this lake that's dwindling. And now their property values probably, well, they're not going to be on a lake anymore. They're going to be above a river. Personally, I think I would rather have that.
But what's the point of destroying the dams? Because one, that stops the energy that they are harnessing, right, from the dams.
Yes.
And I don't why are they doing this?
Well, a couple of reasons. One, it's to save the salmon fisheries, because those are in huge decline. There's only 2% of the power comes from those dams, of the whole power, about 70,000 homes, and that is shrinking because of low water levels. And these dams are so old that they have to be refurbished and or
So it doesn't sound like it's worth keeping them, is the decision.
a lot of times it's not worth keeping them. And sometimes it's just the right thing to do to return the land back to its original
state.
Although I don't know if you can do that. So there's been about 1,300 dams that have been taken offline and taken down in the US. Just because, you know, they can't get re-regulated, they can't get their certification back because they're too old, they're not functioning right. So, but I'm concerned about, and this helps with the Native American, and this is Native Indigenous Peoples Month. So I just thought that we should read on that to see if they are going to, number one, if the dam is going to come down, if they are actually going to remove these dams, and if the salmon, if it's going to help the salmon population come back from where it is. So are they actually going to get rid of these dams? Okay. Just gonna get rid of these dams. Save the little salmon fishies.
Well, the thing is, it's not saving the salmon because they're just going to kill the salmon anyways and eat them. So I'm kind of like, well,
the bear eat the salmon.
You're right. Okay, for the bears, I will care. I will care for the bears. I will be a Care Bear. Do you know what my favorite Care Bear is? You probably don't even know what they are, but they were a fad. Grumpy Care Bear. That's my favorite Care Bear. He's grumpy and he has a little tummy. It's got clouds, but they're raining hearts. He's grumpy, but he loves.
Are the Care Bears really the 7 dwarfs?
Maybe.
Okay.
There's also Good Luck Care Bear. I have that one. I have Grumpy, and I have, maybe I ought to bring them out to a show sometime.
Well, maybe you should. But and if your favorite is Grumpy, then you definitely need the other one.
Yeah. All right, I will care about the salmons because I care about the bears, the Care Bear.
Okay, your Care Bears. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Okie dokie pokey.
All right, what do you have?
No, Grumpy Care Bear first.
Grumpy Care Bear first. That's me. Well, I'm getting that Mother Nature is requesting the water to flow. I actually got water twice in my throw, which is quite loud to me. I got tingles on my head now. The only thing I'm seeing is a decision upside down, time upside down, yes upside down, and a blank beside the bullseye. I wonder if there's going to be a delay or something to get this moving.
I'm sure it's been taking a long time, and it's not going to be like, oh, they're tearing them down tomorrow. I think it's going to be years because it's
and maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe the delay is going to cause issue with it going properly.
Yeah.
Might be too late. I don't know. What do you see?
Well, what I see, I mean, this was interesting. So I got salmon. That's the salmon. That's the dams. It's it's not good for the salmon. It's not good for nature. And then I got a water card
Oh, yeah.
with the, yeah, with the, see, now I can't even read it because of my glasses. The Knight, the Knight of Cups. And so this is, in this deck, this is such a wild ride water card. Getting new information from something. Two of Pentacles in the base is another decision. They're weighing things out, but again, water card. In the past, and at the top of the reading, I have the Queen of Wands and the King of Cups. So there's some forward momentum from the past that's moving us on, and it's Joe Biden's time, which to get this done. And he has promoted with Deb Haaland being in her position of Secretary of Interior. They have done a lot of good. So I think it's Joe Biden's time. And what I got for the final outcome is temperance, is bringing balance back. So I'm seeing, yes, that it will happen, but we still have to go through this wild ride. So maybe that's all of your yes upside down.
Right, that sort of, yeah. Wow.
I mean, how would you feel if you owned a house on a lake, you know, and you had a big gas guzzling boat and you couldn't use it anymore?
Well, I would feel, I try to live by this, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. So if it displeases a couple people that the water, that the dams come down, but it benefits more people, then I think that's the route to go.
Right. I agree.
And if it benefits nature and the habitat, and that's really interesting because that was the first feeling I got, that the words just came out that Mother Nature wants the rivers to flow.
Right.
Wants her water back, or whatever it was I said. So
yeah.
I think it's
Mother Nature wants the water back.
I think it's the right idea to do. So we'll see.
Yes.
Feels like it's the right thing to do.
So it is going to come. Let's real quick see if that's going to help the salmon population.
Okay.
Real quick, salmon population for the bears, not for the people.
That's right.
Yeah. And then I want to ask, is McDonald's going to have a salmon fillet sandwich?
You're awful. Don't upset me. Don't make this grumpy Care Bear grumpy. Ruff, ruff, ruff.
Will the salmon come back if they take these down? 3 cards. All right. I'm going to go while you're pulling. I've got the embattled 9 of Wands. So the salmon, they're struggling. It's tough. But then I've got the Ace of Swords, new beginning, new strength, and I got new strength. So yeah, I think it will help. They're more resilient than we think, than we give them credit for. And I'm saying them as in nature. Nature is more resilient than we give it credit for. However, we can't keep beating it up. So let's give it a break and give it a chance.
For the salmon, this is the movement card upside down. So stopping the movement for them is interfering with their health. So these dams or whatever, this blockage actually does cause issue for them. Amazing that it also gives them anxiety. They're trying to swim up streams that their lineage has done for thousands and thousands of years, and now they've been stopped. Isn't this amazing? These cards.
Yeah.
Once the dams come down and the water flows, the last card I get, oh, I'm going to show the next one too, is comfort and happiness.
Yay.
So yeah, it will definitely help them. Once the dam, so yes, it's beneficial to the salmon.
Awesome. Good, good, good.
Happy,
Oh.
happy fish.
Happy fish, happy bears. All right, let's flip into US politics, because the US, we could do, I mean, when people look up to us, we can change the world, we can change the way nations run their governments. But if we're an S show and we're all in, saying our elections don't matter, blah, 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 then it felt like it was just gonna be so much chaos. I'm feeling so much calmer about this transition, me personally. But so Trump comes out, he says he's going to run again. The Republicans, a lot of the leadership is saying, a lot, not all, is saying, oh, hell no, you're a train wreck, we're not following you. So there was a convention in Vegas where they had a lot of Republican leaders out there, and they were saying, potential who may run in 2024. And they're going, no, we don't want him around. We don't want Trumpty Dumpty around. So my question is, they said this before, after January 6th. Lindsey Graham, I'm done. Mitch McConnell, he caused it. Kevin McCarthy, blah, blah, blah. Are these Republicans that are now saying we're done, are they really done? Or are they going to go back and see, go back to crazy?
I don't know what kind of world we're living in that he's allowed to throw his hat in the ring again. I mean, is there anyone outside of his Kool-Aid drinkers who don't realize what he's done? Like, how's it? I don't know. I don't understand. It's very strange.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. And then we're going to read real quick. So let's just make this a quick read, because I want to read on. We got to get to world news besides US news.
Well, we read on Mother Nature with the salmon in the water. It just happened to be located in the United States.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's quite true anywhere, though.
Yep.
Mother Nature wants her rivers to flow. Dang. Well, a card flew out while I was shuffling, and it's the King of Wands. So the king being him, let's say 45, or the president role. They really want the Republicans to be in charge. They want to be the king. Okay.
Right.
I have a feeling they are willing, if they have to back him up, because there's more going on than we understand. It's a bigger game, and there are dark forces and bad people running things behind the scenes. So they will support him if it gives them victory and happiness, right?
Yeah.
They will go with whoever is decided to be the star. So if they say it's going to be Mitch McConnell, then they'll go with Mitch McConnell. Even if they hate each other's guts, because they all have one goal in mind, and that is to be the ruler. They want the Republicans to rule. So unfortunately, I think that lends this to say to me that they may backtrack on, if they said they didn't want him as president, they'll say, well, you know, he's really shown that, or the Democrats, Hunter Biden.
Right.
You know, throw out
Right.
ridiculous distractions. I mean,
So-
they lie daily anyways.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They change their story and go back on stuff. Why wouldn't this be something they would
Yeah,
do?
this is exactly. I got so many of the same cards you did. So the first card I got, yes, for entertain. Why'd you throw it when I was pulling cards?
I forgot when I was doing for entertainment purposes only. That's what
It's
I
like,
see.
well, Danny's reading now, so this is just for entertainment. But when I read, this is serious.
No,
You can believe this.
when I read, it's not entertaining. When you read, it is. You see the difference? You're engaging in entertaining. I'm
do.
just some idiot.
No, you grumpy bear.
I'm grumpy Care Bear.
So the card I got was the High Priestess. We really don't know what's going on yet. It's like,
I got that too. Yeah.
right? And in the past, I got the Moon card. Still, there's things going on in the past that are creeping out of the water that we're not really clear on. We're not seeing really clear. But crossing the High Priestess, I got riding in as a winner. They'll do whatever they need to do to win, to ride in as a winner. Going back to the past, this is at the base of this, of the reading. It's when I pulled this, I didn't get going back to the past to Trumpty Dumpty. I got going back to a more reasonable. I know people are going, reasonable. I know, see that face. Yeah, more reasonable Republican, whatever that is, party. However, I did get the Empress card up at the top, which gives me some kind of, I'm going, okay, is this a new beginning, a new way of looking at things, a kinder, gentler, or is this Russia? Is this Russian influence coming up? We're talking about,
yeah.
talking about the Republicans, so I'm thinking it's a Russian thing, and something's going to come out really, really fast, and that's in the potential near future. I got a big stick working really hard, and so I'm like, something big is coming up, and it's about, my final outcome cards are about the King of Pentacles, which is, that's one of my cards for Pumpkinhead. And then the Four of Pentacles, and that looks like he's really restricted and really hanging on, and could be in a castle that's way too little for him. So he's got to live in a really downsized place with great big walls and towers and turrets, and maybe there's.
Are they trying to contain him if he's going to be?
Yeah.
Because he was kind of subdued in his ridiculous speech. Whatever, when he announced it, he was subdued for him.
Right. And then they're moving on to calmer waters.
Mm.
So I'm thinking with this reading, you know, similar to yours, is that they could flip, they could go back, but they want less crazy.
Yeah, they don't want him, but if they have to, they will. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Even if they hate him, they just want to win. That's they will put in front whoever's going to win.
Herschel Walker.
Doesn't matter.
Put a werewolf in.
They'll put anyone in. They will put anything in if it wins them the thing, even if they hate the person.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad.
Very...
You know, I got to go back to Herschel Walker. I'm so glad that he's not a zombie, that he's a werewolf. I'm so happy.
I missed that. Did something happen in the news that he's a werewolf?
Yeah, he went on he was talking to his supporters
Oh,
too.
no.
And he was talking about how he was watching a movie about vampires, and he goes, yeah, I thought I was a vampire. It'd be kind of cool to be a vampire. And then I found out that werewolves kill vampires, and so now I'm a werewolf. I'm gonna be a werewolf. Help us. Help us.
I actually feel really bad for him. I think he's got so many injuries or something that he's reverted to almost a childlike state. You know, like, or something, you know, I feel bad for him. But they're using him and he doesn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, you know, it's just, and it goes back to McConnell saying, or Lindsey Graham saying, let's just win. We need that Senate seat no matter what. It's
precisely.
like,
That's winning at any cost, even to your own moral compass or whatever. That's not something I would do. That's not something you would do. And I know that's not what the viewers would do. So it's just a completely different set of no rules that they have. We have
right.
like decency and, you know, that kind of stuff, moral compasses. I wouldn't want to be on a team where 45 was on the team.
No.
Why would I do that?
Oh, I know. You know, you look at the team and you look at the leadership, and it floats down all the way down to the bottom, however that leadership position is. And you see that in the Republican Party. It's just toxic all the way down.
All the way down.
You know, there's no love. It's all about hate and screaming and divisiveness. And
taking, you know, conquering, taking. It's not about sharing and loving.
Dang it. Now I'm a grumpy Care Bear.
Right? Have you
Right.
seen Grumpy Care Bear? I'm going to get you a picture.
Let's move on. Let's just ask a question. Okay, because I don't know where we are.
I'm sure we're way behind. But that's
I'm trying to do a timestamp, and I'm so bad at it. Question: who said this? I always, yeah.
But see, he's got a little storm cloud, but it's just love. It's just love.
That's the way I feel.
Oh my God, you can get an outfit. I am totally going to get this. Like, for reals. Okay, sorry to sideline the show. I'm sorry.
You did. So I have to update that. Care Bear 49 minutes. Okay.
Care Bear interlude.
Grumpy Care Bear interlude. Okay. So where am I? 40. Who said this?
I'm sorry.
Here's the quote. Here's the quote. And there's 4 choices.
All right. You're going to give me a quote. Me and the viewers are going to guess who said it.
Who said it? Right.
Are you going to tell us options who said it, or we just?
Yes, I'm going to give you 4 options of possible people that said this.
All right, viewers, let's do this.
Okay, ready? Here we go. Have a heart. Do the math. It's an emergency. Did Trump say that when he was talking about the special counsel, the guy from The Hague, which is world news, because he was studying, right? Jack Smith, investigating him, and Trump saying, no, this is double jeopardy. Do the math. Have a heart. Did Trump say that? Or I got to go back to Trump in Georgia when he was looking for 11,000 votes. Have a heart. Do the math. Find me 11,000 votes. It's an emergency. Or C, was it Carrie Lake on her loss to Katie Hobbs in Arizona when they're counting the ballots? Or was it Lindsey Graham trying to get votes for the werewolf in Georgia, Herschel Walker. And the last one was, is it Sam?
Okay, viewers, what do you think? I'm going right out of the gate here saying there's no way it's Trump, because Trump would never say have a heart. He doesn't have one. He doesn't even know what that context means.
Oh man, you're good.
So I'm gonna just wipe him right off.
Wipe him off.
Harry is that's a potential, because if a female might say have a heart, Lindsey Graham, he might say it, and I don't know who Sam is. Sam I am.
But it's the last one, so normally on a multiple choice.
Okay, you picked the last one.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Sam. I think we all say Sam.
Sam. And who is Sam? Sam, I'm not going to get her name right. She's a 10-year-old Nakitiak Dramani Sam, talking to the climate COP 27 UN climate negotiators,
Okay.
right? This is the 27th year that they've been doing this. And the scientists have been telling her, we have less than a decade left to continue polluting at today's rates before the effects of global warming get much worse. Sam, this 10-year-old, got up and said, have a heart, do the math. It's an emergency. And she got a standing ovation from everybody in the room that I could see. And I'm just thinking, standing ovations don't cut it. It's like thoughts and prayers. There comes a point in time where, yes, they do help. The standing ovation did help.
Mm-hmm.
We need action from a 10-year-old. Yay.
Bless her. How awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how anyone in the room listening to that doesn't get up immediately and do something. Those people that have the power to do things.
Yeah, right. Right.
Wow.
And I think she was talking about that, the third world countries, they're suffering the most. And they're asking, hey, you need to send us money to help us fix these issues, the rising sea levels, this and that, and it's like pulling teeth to get people to help. So now that we don't have to give politicians our money, let's see if we can give some money to some of these corporations. Not corporations, these charities that are organizations that are helping third world so that they can have a better life, because climate is destroying theirs. And I don't know where to look, but I will do some research and come back with some places later on.
Nice.
Okay. Have you heard of bionic reading?
Bionic
The
reading.
bionic, it's the bionic.
Steve Austin, could he bionic read? He could bionic see. Remember Steve Austin, the $60 million man? He had one bionic eye, right?
Yeah, that's right. Or is that the bionic woman?
Was it the bionic woman? Oh, it might have been the bionic woman.
I know somebody had that bionic eye.
I think it's him.
Or was it
both?
Kit? Was it Kit? The car. Knight Rider. So there is a font that's coming out that you can download on your phone, and it's called a Bionic Reading Font.
Mm-hmm.
And it bolds a few letters of a word so that you can read and comprehend faster, and you gain more comprehension. And I looked at it and I went, it did seem easier to read, but is this good or bad? can they manipulate that, whoever, like Chinese and TikTok, right? They have their own special version in China. And for the rest of the world, they export this version that is addictive and dumbs people down, while in China, their version raises people up and limits the amount of time they can use TikTok. So it's two different versions.
Yeah.
Is the Bionic reading font, is that, I don't know.
Are they going to weaponize it somehow?
Yeah. Is it going to be good, or are they going to weaponize it?
It sounds interesting. It might help people with reading issues as well. Maybe if they can comprehend a word without reading it, if you just know letters, maybe that's how it works. But then again, what if you miscomprehend the word and you're reading the thing wrong?
Right. And what if they're like making certain letters bold that now tell a different story than what the book or whatever was intended to tell? So that's the weaponization of it. Because when I looked at it, because I have a really hard time reading, because one eye floats and it's looking into space, and the other eye, I just have a hard time focusing reading. It wears me out. But this Bionic reading, I was like, oh, this is easy. This is a lot easier. So are they going to weaponize this? Is it good or is it bad? What can you tell us about this weaponization, this Bionic reading? What can you tell us about this Bionic? Oh, I was doing so good until the last card.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what that means. Okay, clarification. What does that mean? Good thing I have the creator of this deck here.
I thought you were going to say you had the creator here, and I was like, oh, me too.
I do have the creator here.
First card out is no. I don't think it's in the sense of, I don't think it's going to be good. I think it's not a good thing. I'm getting possibly blocking the truth, having things upside down. It's not a gift for your third eye, your comprehension. And then I have, beside the bullseye, I've got the black card and evil men.
Oh.
So I'm going to put it this way. It can be weaponized.
Yeah.
Certain people get their hands on it. They're going to, because that's what they do now with fake news. Fake news is a way of just getting people to believe certain things. So if you're getting them to read certain words that aren't really there or could be misconstrued.
Yeah.
What do you have with, I guess you got a nice deck in front of you?
I do. I got this deck.
You got that one.
And I got this one. They're two decks in one. So I was really excited about the first card. It came from outer space.
Yes.
This technology came from outer space. Trust that and what I got here was the speed of communication, the speed of information coming at you. And I got the star card and the sun card, but I think the sun card is upside down. Isn't it supposed to be like that?
I think the star one was upside down too.
Oh.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
So that clarifies some things too, because because I was going, oh, star and sun card. And then I got guilty. And I went, what? Well, if the star and the sun are upside down, then guilty works out that you gotta be discerning on what you're getting, what you're looking. So where you get this Bionic Font app from, you have to be really concerning about it. To clarify guilty, I got the drunken martini being skewered.
Yeah, or under the influence.
Under the influence, but it's upside down. So what does that mean?
It's gonna mean the same thing.
Okay. And then I got new and calming water. So you got to be really careful where you're getting this, because with anything, you just have to watch yourself. Like putting TikTok on your phone, the Chinese now has access to your phone and your data and all this stuff. And they don't have to tell any government watchdog in the US what they got.
Because when people download an app, they're probably not looking and reading the fine print, right? No one does, they just go, yes.
Just go, yes. Do you accept the terms and condition?
Right.
Yes.
So why are they collecting all this stuff? Let's, hypothetically speaking, let's say, look, he's looking in the universe. If they're collecting all of our data, where we live, our bank accounts, our friends, our, like, at what point, what for? Are they going to get into all of our bank accounts one day and just shut everything down? Like, what's the end game here? I don't know if we have to read on that, but it's just a thought in my head.
Just a thought.
Yeah, like why? Why do you want everyone's information?
Well, then you can sit there and say, I mean, if you just look at TikTok and Twitter with all these fake accounts, and somebody's saying, oh yeah, I'm Elon Musk and I say blah, 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 then everybody goes, oh my gosh, we're all being fired. Well, they are, but it may be true, it may not be true, just because now, if I jump onto your channel and I post something, people will think it's me, but it's really TikTok. It's really a fake. It's scary. It's scary where that goes.
Oh, yeah, so because they could take over the person's account and say things. It's not really them. Okay.
And identity, and then start taking money out of their, good. And just seeing all their buying habits, we get to be too manipulated. So
I know, that's a whole other that could be a show in itself.
It could be. All right, let's go to deep sea mining, because that just popped up.
Right.
Deep sea mining.
Going for a swim, are we?
We are. We're going to go for a swim. And this deep sea mining, a lot of it's new. There's a lot of minerals that they can extract. If people are around mines and they see how horrible, we treat the earth by mining, and a lot of these mining and clear-cut forestation, us extracting minerals from the earth, they'll have a layer of trees so you can't see what's going on when you're driving down the road. But if you just get off that road a little bit, like a quarter of a mile, if that, and then you get to see the devastation. So it's not going to be pretty, this deep sea mining. They're going to go down there, drill, suck it up.
Make a
um,
mess.
Make a mess. They're going to suck up the bottom of the ocean, take what they want, and they're gonna make little piles somewhere. Dredging, scraping. I just see,
Affecting the aquatic life that live there and the,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
And we haven't even, and alien life that we don't even know, that that scientists aren't paying attention to. Jim Cameron is, but
I think
this-
he's tapped in. Jim Cameron, 100%. That guy's tapped in. Like he's
He's
got to
tapped
get, he knows he's got connections on the other side, I'd say.
yes, he does. So I don't think the question is this good or bad? Because I think that the humans will mismanage it. So let's throw this into the Jim Cameron realm, the ET realm. Will our galactic friends do help us either manage how we do this or stop it?
Okay.
Manage or stop it. Deep sea mining. Manage or stop. I mean, we haven't even explored this part of the earth, and we're going to go rape and pillage it. For cobalt and gold.
Ooh, is it not good?
Is your head hurting?
Well, the first card is, I'm using Scott's Extraterrestrial Universe Oracle.
Yeah.
Water source for life, purity, cleanse. We've got to keep the oceans clean and healthy. And digging into it is not going to keep them healthy. This is a warning. Because this one was interesting. It was upside down in the deck when I was shuffling. Wow. Then we get the reptilians, and that's just bad news. Predator, survival, tyrannical. The people that are doing this are operating on that kind of vibration, a reptilian vibration, which is, predator, survival, like, oh, we got to dig up everything and just doesn't matter what we destroy, we're going to have to do it.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a great idea, given how they're going to do it. If they go down there with this kind of vibration, a reptilian negativity, aggressive, that's not going to help our life source.
Yeah.
I have cause for concern on this.
You just pulled those two cards?
Yes. I guess I should see if I don't know why. I don't even know what I was thinking when I was shuffling, but this is what I got. So I'll see.
Okay.
You wanted to know if ETs are going to come in and help.
Okay. So yeah, you can, here's what I got with that, which is kind of weird. Are ETs going, what are they thinking? And I go, oh, they're really happy with this. Oh, I got a color card. Hang on.
Or Danny.
I know. I think this is,
Well, show me the color. I'll tell you.
I think that's fuchsia. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Crown
So-
chakra could be a woman.
Right. So when I look at this card, whoever drew this card, the smile is kind of crooked. So it's like, I don't know if I'm really happy with this. I mean, that's the intuitive hit that I got. And this card, for me, at first I thought it was red, and I'm going, we're not really happy with this, that you're going to do this just for your communication toys, getting minerals so that you can like talk to each other all the time, play TikTok. It's all about money. So it's not about, there's no planetary, healing energy going on. Are the aliens, what do they think? It's all about enemies. But the last card really clarified it for me. It's a color card, but I know what it is.
Mm.
This card too, when you told me third eye, crown chakra,
Higher knowledge.
female higher knowledge. If we trust our higher knowledge and our feminine energy, that would make him smile. And that is this communication card too. We need to trust our higher source. Is this the right thing to do? Are we doing it for the right purposes? We're doing it for money, and it's causing enemies in the black card.
Digging for gold and jewels, things that are then. This isn't to help anybody. This is to help those in power get richer. And what I see is they will put a stop to it somehow. If they have to, they will stop these men.
Yeah.
People.
Whoa.
Because it's
Okay.
a bad thing. And it's not like, let's say that there was something at the bottom of the ocean that would save humans, right? That would extend life and health and all of that stuff. And we all agree, okay, yes, this makes sense. We're going to start digging for this because it's going to help us long term, right? All of us live a healthy life.
Yeah.
Well, sure. But they're going down for gold. You said gold and silver and things like that. So that's for someone to make money.
Yeah. Right. And when you were saying if we can go down and get something for to prolong life, I'm like, oh really? Ooh, do we need to prolong life? Well, what if we go down in there because we manage our lives so well these days up here on 3D sludge. What if there are portals in the bottom of the ocean that in caves, in tubes, because a lot of these minerals are near volcanic vents.
So this could disrupt something altogether that shouldn't be disrupted.
That shouldn't be disrupted. And if we were figuring out how to use these vents to go into deeper earth for a better understanding of our existence. I don't know. I just went down a.
I don't think that's what they're doing.
No, I don't think. No, they're doing it for money.
Yeah.
I just went down a rabbit hole.
You went down a volcanic rabbit hole.
A volcanic rabbit hole.
Alien rabbit hole at the bottom of the ocean.
Can we read on what is in those volcanic tubes going down into the ocean? Is there something else besides magma and
the volcanic tubes, as Danny calls them? So layers of underground networks where there's been volcanic activity. What am I asking? Is it a good idea to find out what's in there, or what's in there? Oh, what's in there?
what's in there?
What's in there?
What would we find if we traveled in?
A card flew out while I was shuffling. I didn't even know it flew out. I see that you are here and I'm glad. There's literally things living under there. These ghosts, these things we didn't know about.
Woo.
And then I got infinity mirrors. So it goes on and on and on.
Wow.
These tunnels underneath.
Wow.
Oh my God, that's really spooky. So we would be spooked out if we,
Yeah.
but
I think
they would be okay if we found them. I guess that means because it would heighten our enlightenment because you couldn't deny it if we found.
Right.
Wow.
I'm kind of following you here, but okay. I think I got this. I got the dang guilty card again at the last card. So it's throwing me, and I got the under the influence card again. But what I pulled, this is the card that kind of flew out for me, good gal. So it's like, oh, so whatever isn't down there, it's good. It's a good, I don't know, I'm thinking good companion. It's good mother nature, it's good something. I got a little unknown. I got it's going to kind of turn us upside down. Maybe make us a little dizzy, kind of shake up our chakras. But don't worry, because it's all going to be really, who knows? I got the love card. And then here's what threw me. The upside down, under the influence, and guilty. And I'm like, okay, if we go down in there, we won't be able to go at this point in time. We're not going to be able to go down in there for the pure esoteric, is that the right word? Reasons, for the right reasons.
Right.
Because it costs too much money. We have to we have to put advertising on the submersible or whatever.
Yeah.
We're going to be under the influence of money. It's going to turn into guilty. It should be all about the lovers coming together and finding who this good gal is. The Son of Cups finding something out unexpected, and it'll be a big wand over our head. It's something big that we will discover.
Yeah.
If we go down there with the right intention, without but we're not there yet because
they're going down for the wrong reasons.
it takes so much money to go that deep. It takes a lot of money just to go 200 feet underneath the ocean.
So here we go again. Why are they spending probably billions to do this when they could spend those billions feeding people or taking care of animals or something, right? No, they want to go down and dig up. They're going to spend 1 billion to dig up 3 billion worth of gold. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
Why not? You don't need that gold. Why not feed people?
Yeah. Why send up all these stupid ass rockets? Why can't we just take care of? So that big space shuttle that went up to the moon, that cost something like $93 billion. I may have that number wrong, but it was billions. It's a single-use rocket. It's single use. Now, Musk and Bezos and some of these other guys are reusing theirs, but this one, single use. they used other parts from like the space shuttle, but it's still, it's, I don't know,
It doesn't make sense.
benefit doesn't, anyway. So let's wind it down with something positive.
He's on
Yep.
down.
Happy for the collective.
Ah, nice.
Happy for the collective.
A card for the gang. Oh, wow.
Card for the gang. Where's my card for the gang deck? Okay, I got it.
I wonder if you picked the same deck I did. Guess we'll find out.
We will. We will find
We
out.
will find out if we both pick the same deck. What is it?
Let's see. What time is it? Okay. Okay. I'll give you a hint. You did not make this deck.
And why are you using it? I got an ultimate card message for everyone watching, and for you, and for me.
All right.
Are you ready?
I pulled two because you had the ultimate.
I got the
ultimate. I had to cheat, so I pulled two. Okay, tell me.
Love. I got the card of love. That's the ultimate. There it is in the world and in our brain, wherever you want it. Love is the message. And I use the Return of Spirit deck. I don't know what deck you use, but that's what love is the card.
That is the card of the Grumpy Care Bear.
Oh my God, you're right. I'm gonna put it on my belly.
So I had to pull two because I did not get the ultimate card, but I did towards the end, but I pulled two. The first, I'm just gonna show both of them.
You use the same deck.
So I used vibrational, and I go, okay, well, yeah, it's all about our vibration, how we're gonna attach that love to our vibration. But I didn't know what you pulled. And the second card I pulled was innocence. So sometimes we just need to be a little simpler and a little more innocent in our vibration, and just let the love shine in.
Oh, these are good cards to get together, Danny.
Return to spirit.
Woohoo.
All righty. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you're still here. Thank you, Andrea, for World News.
Thank you, Danny. Thank you, everybody, and vibrate that love.